I think it's like fuck. Well. It just fucked or something? I left it asleep.
What do you want to know? She was a cellist, selected for a scholarship at Juilliard. It was in the local paper. I'm more of a Bon Jovi fan myself. Don't read the paper, do you? Yesterday, Monday the 9th, at approximately 9 p.m, according to the coroner, we got a call from the mother just after 10 p.m. In her bedroom. She was naked. Strangled. No signs of sexual activity of any kind. It was a weird scene to look at. There was one thing, but it's strictly between you and me. Dorota had a gold coin in her mouth. I'm being serious now, Sam. Not a word of this. It's the one thing only the killer will know.
The gold coin.
Board here, runs the local guest house. Lovely lady. Where are you going with this, Sam? What's she told you? Look, if it's about the pills, I already know.
The pills.
Not much. Perhaps you should do some investigating? They're as thick as thieves, covering for each other. Well, except the male one. You'll see what I mean. Obviously. Anyone who walks in predicts a murder, then that murder happens. Suspicious.
The chief doesn't seem very trustworthy or good at his job.
Hi, Sam, is it? Come on in, make yourself at home. Mi casa es su casa. Come on. I don't know anyone in this town, except for Bronwyn and Rain, obviously, and Violet, and the Chief, and now you. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous. Good old-fashioned fortune-telling. Well, kind of. We drew a card each and smushed them all together. Do you know what the most dangerous tarot card is? Everybody thinks that. It's such a cliche. The death card doesn't even mean death. Most of the time. The Five of Swords. I think so anyway. There's nothing more dangerous than someone taking whatever they want, no matter the cost.
Okay, makeup lady.
Yeah, I did. Rain got the Knight of Wands, that's Dorota, and Bronwyn got the Ten of Swords, which is, well, you know, swords in general are bad.
Super bubbly mem.
She's like my big sister, so pretty well.
I don't think we want to ask her
Maybe the
that.
chief's got it all wrong. Bron could never hurt anyone, but I'm sure a smart detective like you can help prove she's innocent. Really? Because she is completely innocent.
How do you know that, ma'am? She's your friend?
The cards told us to. Well, the cards of Rain. Tarot gives us a rough direction and he narrows it down with some astrological jiggery pokery. He's basically a walking esoteric library. And if that sounds dull, let me reassure you, it is.
Right.
No? Well, yeah. Well, no. We have a job to do.
A job.
I didn't say job. I said job. Yeah, it's a tarot thing you won't understand. I was in my room all night.
Oh,
with
it's supposed to be a
Bronwyn.
slut?
We were painting our nails.
See, the thing is, like, the acting's probably supposed to give away whether or not, like, they're flustered or something. So if the acting's, like, shaky, can't tell if they're supposed to be flustered, like they let something slip, or if they're just some weird ditzy person.
You can ask Bronwyn. We were together.
Nails don't even look painted.
You must be a new guest. Or you're burglaring us. I'm Rain, by the way. Pleased to meet you, Sam. Enjoy your stay. The hot water goes off at 9, by the way.
Let him
So
sit there with his
cold
hand
showers
out.
come in. It really bugs me. I didn't know her. I know she was called Dorota Shaw. She was young, had red hair, a talented musician. No, not at all. You're completely barking up the wrong tree there.
I'm supposed to be
Sam,
aggro as fuck.
I don't have a motive for killing Dorota. Full stop. I'd have to be possessed to murder anything. Do you believe in possession, Sam? Oh, there's more than just one form of possession, Sam. It's just a blanket term. We did a reading. A group reading, actually. With a special tarot deck. The three of us get together and read the same cards. Bronwyn says it makes the whole thing stronger or more powerful or something. But I'm pretty sure I'd get the same answers just on my own. Mercury? It's not exactly from here. With a normal tarot deck, you'd have the question, so you'd be the querent. With Mercury, it gives you the question and the
Oh,
answer.
the left and right
The
there.
cards themselves kind of change. It's a special deck. I don't have it at the moment. Bronwyn has it. I was in my room. praying, actually. I don't believe in God, but I was still praying. It didn't work. My prayer that the girl would be safe.
I see.
Sam, is it? I'm sensing you're not here for a reading.
Yeah, it is. It's made by the people who did the Dr. Decker game or whatever. This one's supposed to be like 3 hours long. I already did 20 minutes, like on like a micro stream earlier today. I'm not like super dying to play it, but I'm willing to give it a shot, right? I just need to send it back soon, so I figure we might as well do it. I mean, you know, Dr. Decker I figured wasn't going to be super great, but it was fine. We'll see how the mystery is in this, and if the acting is just like too much for like a subtle mystery, or if it's like really easy to figure out. The idea in this one is you're a detective who can turn into different people. You're supposed to figure out who murdered this person by utilizing that, not getting caught or something. Which is neat, but it just depends on the execution. I've got an open mind, man. I'm willing to give it a rumble.
We saw it in the cards, not images, feelings, impressions. Tarot can be very powerful. Not these cards. They only tell us what they want us to know.
The tarot.
In my room reading, I found a trashy romance novel under the bed. I'm assuming it's Violet's. It's all swooning heroines and brooding vampire Casanovas. Thank God Lexi saved me. She came to my room to chat for a little while. That was around 9, I think. You can ask her. Mercury? Sure. I'll just get it. It feels a bit sacrilegious just spreading it out to show you. It doesn't really answer questions, it more asks them. Do you want it to ask you a question, Sam?
Sure.
It wants to know if you're happy being the person you are now. Mercury doesn't agree. In fact, if anything, and I could be wrong, it's suggesting that you're not even the person you're saying you are now. I've only had that reading once before. Chief Dupont thinks I did it. I'm hoping you'll convince him otherwise. I didn't. We've only been here 2 days. I understand it's suspicious me being a stranger in town, but it's the truth. There's a lot more at stake here than you know, Sam.
Hopefully not. I don't need some big meta plot.
Well, if I told you that, you'd have nothing to do.
I assume you've been to see Chief Dupont already?
Can we ask her about the bills?
Not really. I'm sure she was a precious lamb, though. Yes, a lamb. Young. Innocent. Lambs get slaughtered, though, don't they?
This person is going to be the killer twice in 2 games, man. Dr. Decker randomized the killer, though, which kind of fucks with the overall mystery narrative, I feel like, you know? Because that means most of the story isn't geared towards that one answer. You know, there's no red herrings, or at least ones that aren't, like, super obvious. I don't know. I think this one might be the same way. I'm not sure.
Nice, yes, that's a good description. Actually, I thought she was a bit slutty, to be honest. Sorry. I'm gossiping. I don't want to talk ill of the dead. Ask her boyfriend. Oscar lives at the vicarage next to the church. Don't tell him I sent you, though. I'm sure he's sick of seeing people already.
Chick always acts super hammy. It's like overkill as fuck. That's how it was in the last one, man. Maybe that's a style people like. I don't know. Not me.
They're tarot readers. I'm thinking of asking them to leave, actually. Because they may have killed someone. It's not great for my reputation, is it? Stay at Violet's, the home of killers and hobos. I'm sorry, it's a derogatory word, isn't it? But strange people seem to
No,
gravitate
I'm just wondering
towards
who
this
she's
versatile
talking
son.
about.
I think I'll get the sign changed.
What's going on here?
It's the strangest thing. I honestly don't remember. But I imagine I was here or getting groceries somewhere.
She possessed?
I've driven by it, never actually been in it. I take clozapine. I think they're for anxiety. I'm a very anxious person.
Is this schizo, man?
Find somewhere safe to transition. You're not a superhero.
This is where we turn into somebody else, man.
It's 6 o'clock, and you're listening to Radio August. Police investigating the murder of Dorota Shaw are appealing to the community to help catch her killer. The body of 21-year-old Miss Shaw, an accomplished cellist, was found in her home last night. Police are describing the murder as a violent and despicable act. Monroe?
It's just terrible. Meanwhile, out of respect for the victim and her family, this weekend's Tulip Festival has been postponed. New dates will be announced shortly, so do stay tuned to Radio August for updates.
I heard Dorota Shaw was due to play this weekend.
At the Tulip Festival?
Indeed. I understand why they'd want to postpone it. Tonight the weather will be mostly dry and warm, but be on the lookout for dark clouds on the horizon, as there may be scattered showers. Best take an umbrella, Monroe, so you don't get wet.
I like getting wet. That's 6 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Of course. Amateur porn stuff. Now you can just go to the next chapter.
Rain says he was praying in his room, alone. Nobody corroborates. Bronwyn and Lexi say they were in the same room last night. Shame they can't agree which one. The tarot readers have mentioned a job. We don't know what. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, and you found out she's taking pills. Perhaps they're related. That's it.
What happens if you like fuck up?
Hi, I'm Bronwyn. I'm Bronwyn.
If you're just walking around as this person, wouldn't like you get caught pretty easily? Like, couldn't they just walk out too?
Ron, are you okay?
I'm not okay. I'm okay.
Good. It's not our fault this stuff happens. We're just the messengers.
We've seen a lot of stuff.
Are you asking me or telling me? Yes, we've seen a lot of stuff. You seem weird. Just go and regroup or something, then come back and make me feel better about myself.
Bron, something doesn't feel right. I don't know what exactly, but it's not right.
Thoughts on Dorota?
Well, it's hard to say with just one victim. Musical talent, red hair. If there's another, there will be a pattern. Do you think it's another right?
A right?
As in the same thing we were chasing after in Birmingham? I suppose it doesn't really matter. Just have to try and stop it.
Stop it? Birmingham? Stop it?
Yes, stop it. If it's a traveller killing things.
Traveller?
If it follows the same pattern as Birmingham, we're looking at 2 more victims.
The traveling murderer. I think changing into the chief would do much for me.
Hello, I'm Violet. I'm Violet.
I don't know why I would want to be Violet visiting anybody. Bronwyn seems pretty...
What's going on, Violet? Is everything okay?
pretty on the nose with a lot of shit.
Yes, I'm okay. No, I'm not okay.
What's the matter?
The new detective's acting... I think I might be the killer. I don't feel safe.
You can feel safe. I've already got somebody posted outside the guest house. It's an unmarked car. You know Danny, don't you? Leyland's kid? Any problems, you let him know. Off you go. I'm being subtle. I don't want to see you back here, okay? You got anything to report, give me a call. Any problems, talk to Danny. Danny, remember?
Danny? I remember.
Okay, good. Just look after yourself.
Well, he could be feeding him shit here. Old Danny.
Hello, I'm Rain. I'm Rain.
Hi, I'm Lexi. I'm Lexi.
Wonder if we visit Bronwyn.
What's up, Lexi? I'm sensing something's on your mind.
I'm worried about our alibi.
Don't worry about that. We don't have anything to hide. You're just fine.
Do you think Sam suspects?
Maybe, but it'll be difficult to prove.
Oh, we're getting baited here or what, man? Just hit the cab, man.
It's 6 o'clock, and you're listening to Radio August. Police investigating the murder of Dorota Shaw are appealing to the community to help catch her killer. The body of 21-year-old Miss Shaw, an accomplished
I'm ready to hear
cellist,
this.
was found in her home last night. Police are describing the murder as a violent and despicable act. Monroe?
It's just terrible. Meanwhile, out of respect for the victim and her family, this weekend's Tulip Festival has been postponed. New dates will be announced shortly, so do stay tuned to Radio August for updates.
I heard Dorota Shaw was due to play this weekend.
At the Tulip Festival.
Indeed. I understand why they'd want to postpone it. Tonight the weather will be mostly dry and warm, but be on the lookout for dark clouds on the horizon, as there may be scattered showers. Best take an umbrella, Monroe, so you don't get wet.
I like getting wet. That's 6 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Visit Oscar.
Who are you? Right, because the local police are so rubbish. It's been a day, a whole day. It's typical of them.
A whole day.
Yeah, I went round there in the afternoon. Her parents were at work, and we were, hanging out. I left at about 5. Playing football. It's just 5-a-side. Finished at about 9:30. I called her, but she never picked up. Not long, a couple of months maybe. We did care for each other. No one. She was really popular. Not much. They always seemed happy to see me. I don't think they meant it. They wanted Dorota to focus on her music.
Music girl.
What, you mean watching us? That's disturbing. No, it couldn't have been. The only place you could have hidden would be in the closet, and I suppose someone could have hidden in the closet. Well, yeah, it's big enough for 2 people to have sex in. On all 4s.
Have you had sex before, son? Well, yes, I do have sex. Thanks for letting us know.
Clothes, mainly. I did see something that freaked me out a bit. She had a wedding dress in there. She knew I'd seen it, but we never talked about it. Not even as a joke.
Later.
Any more news on Oscar Wainwright? Yep, that's what he told me too. Not a suspect. Just the tarot readers. No one else is remotely suspicious compared to them. Dorota's an only child. She lived with her mum and dad. Monday night was movie night, so they'd go and watch the 8 o'clock at the Odeon. Dorota would get the house to herself. They're devastated, naturally. They left town to stay with relatives. They didn't do it, Sam. Although, perhaps I should have made them stay. Rain says he was praying in his room, alone. Nobody corroborates. Bronwyn and Lexi say they were in the same room last night. Shame they can't agree which one. The tarot readers mentioned Birmingham. You're looking into it. There's some talk about a traveller, whatever that is. Oscar's not a suspect. He was playing football last night with lots of witnesses. According to Oscar, Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet, which is strange. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, but I've got that in hand. That's it.
Okay. We'll just talk to Miss Sam here.
She flaunts herself. Her body. Had boudoir photographs taken. Who do you think those photos were for, Sam? Her mother? Ask Zach Weston. He took them.
Zach Weston. What's wrong with getting some fucking naked photos taken here? So unless you're like with somebody, then it's like cheating. That's not.
Zach's the local photographer.
What's
You
with
should
the
go and
weird
talk to him,
left
Sam.
right
You're
explosion
good
of
at
audio?
talking. At Weston's photographic, off the high road. It's late, but he's always there. I have a good memory. I'm still holding grudges from when I was 4.
Yes, he came to see me. He wanted to know that she was okay, spiritually speaking. He confided in me quite a bit, actually. He seemed to appreciate having someone to talk to, and he knew I couldn't tell anyone what he said. You should talk to him yourself. He's a lovely lad.
I have.
Oh, she gets easily confused. Youth of today. Fine. Jeeve Dupont was breathing down our necks, so we thought it would be simpler if we stuck together. If these walls weren't separating our rooms, then technically it'd be true. To protect Lexi. None of this is her fault, and she gets anxious easily. I was just trying to take the pressure off. I'm sorry, Sam. I never usually lie. Rain's a big boy, he can handle himself. Besides, I'd be highly suspicious if Rain claimed to be doing anything else other than reading on a Monday night. That's pretty much all he does every night.
You say so, man. Ugh, I'm still along for the ride here, man. It's getting comfy. I don't know if I feel like brain powering too much on this one. Maybe a little bit, but I don't think we're taking any notes or anything, man.
Sam, what can I do for you? Birmingham. We couldn't save anyone there either. The problem with travellers is... Well, let's put a pin in this one, Sam. Let me ask Bronwyn. If she says it's okay to talk about it, it's okay to talk about it. We're trying to save people.
Okay.
We didn't. Lexi used a Ouija board to get the name. It's Lexi's thing. I don't personally go near them, but in this case, it did help. No. Lexi needs to give it context from the tarot reading. A lot of the time, it comes up with nothing. Or a sordid comment directed at Lexi. I think that's why she keeps using it, to be honest.
Hilarious, my man.
Once we thought there was going to be a murder, Lexi used the Ouija board to find out the victim's name. It spelled out the rota. Just... This is going to sound weird. Most people believe Ouija boards contact the dead. So if Lexi contacts a dead person, that
Was
person
anybody else
needs to
getting
know
that
what
like
happens in
weird
the
left-right audio all of a sudden?
Ergo, maybe the person she's contacting is from the future. A time traveler who died here.
Time travel.
You don't believe me? Well, ask Lexi or Bron. They've got their own ideas, but my theory is definitely the more plausible.
Yeah, I just hear the wobble. I don't know. I didn't know if it was maybe my like headphone jack like slightly out, but I guess not.
Your ability isn't endless. It will run out at some point.
Hi, I'm Bronwyn. I'm Bronwyn.
How am I supposed to know when it runs out?
You can tell Sam about Birmingham. What did you tell the police you were doing last night?
I told them the truth, that I was in my room. I'm not sure if they can fact check it, but it's the only alibi I've got. Kind of wish we'd all stuck together now.
When should we do another reading? The police think it's me, don't... When should we do another reading?
You already told us. 8 o'clock. Bron, are you okay?
You can tell Sam about Birmingham.
Well, what can I tell Sam that you haven't already?
You know Sam likes a fact check.
I don't really know Sam. But if you're sure, then I guess I'm sure.
He just comes in, go ahead and tell him about Birmingham. And Sam walks in right after. The whole premise would be like really fucking obvious since we're just in the same building with them. Why is this shit frozen? For a game as simple as this, you'd hope it wouldn't have many glitches, but this is the second freeze of sorts. Maybe it's the PS4 physical edition or something that's doing it. I don't remember seeing any problems like that on the Steam forums or nothing. Or on Steam reviews. But I didn't look that hard into that. Them telling you that your powers don't last forever, I mean, what? I mean, I shouldn't like, I should only ask people what I need to and not try to be like really completionist about it. I imagine there's like different endings or something. I gotta like figure out the right people. But if I don't like, whoa, Jesus. God, why is this fucking chair doing this now? When you just magically go flying back, you don't really expect that. The bolt, it doesn't like go in all the way, man. I mean, you like get out of the seat. Maybe that's why. This is like the second time that's happened. I'm not even like leaning really. I don't remember what I was saying there. I don't know if there's like endings or anything.
Hi Sam, back from more already? No, I think Bronwyn met him though. You'd have to ask her, or him. It's not my place to say. I didn't. How did you find out? Am I in trouble? Bron was worried about me not having an alibi. She was logged in doing phone readings, so she's alright. But there's nothing to prove that I was here. I was though, cross my heart and hope to die.
Mm.
Oh, it's just your run-of-the-mill spirit communication device? Want to know how it works?
This chick has a lot of makeup on. I don't know if that's necessary. I don't know. I've never been one for a lot of makeup. It's like extreme, dude. Let's hear it.
Okay, so Ouija boards send us messages from the spirit world, right? But where is the spirit world? I mean, there's planets and stars and space. The spirit world must be really far away beyond all that. With so far to travel, messages from the spirit world must take ages to get here. Like how light from the sun takes 8 minutes or something to reach us. You still with me? Oh, you're sweet. Where was I? Oh, so here's my point. The spirit world is actually several hours ahead of us. That's how we get messages about things that haven't happened yet. That's how we got Dorota's name.
At least this game takes place in a few
She
rooms.
was already dead.
Just having a few different locales kind of makes it, you know, add some layer of excitement, right? I mean, Dr. Decker was cool, but you're just staring at the same chair for 7-8 hours. Which is all well and good, but the stories weren't getting you, you know, there wasn't much else going on. You're not like going anywhere, you know, do anything.
I know, mind-blowing. Traveller, that's a really old role-playing game, isn't it? Oh, did he now? Well then, you know what I know. I guess you must be a part of our inner circle. How does it feel?
It's 7 o'clock, and here's the latest August update. Chief DuPont of August Police is urging residents to be vigilant tonight following the brutal murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Whilst he stresses there is no immediate threat to the community at large, residents should be on the lookout until the killer is in police custody. Miss Shaw was found strangled in her bedroom home last night. Poe, I heard she was found by her mother.
Truly awful. Mother caught me up to all sorts of mischief in my bedroom. Also in the news, emergency services were called to the crossroads at Grange Avenue and Church
Why do
Street
these
following
pop
a
up every
collision
time I go
between
in the
two cars.
cab?
There are no reports of
Happened
any
twice
serious
last time.
injuries, but you might want to take a different route for now.
Oh no. It's going to be one of those nights, Poe.
Stay with me, doll. I'll keep you safe.
I'm not going anywhere. That's 7 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
A creepy doll. Yeah, so like if I visit Oscar and the Chief, I have to like go way out. Weird. It's like, do they want you just to talk to everybody at the guest house at once? Like you'd never need a reason to like leave and come back or some weird shit.
Hello, I'm Rain. I'm Rain.
What if I didn't want to bluff about knowing all about it?
What do you think of Sam?
Oh, I'll totally hit that. Apart from the whole investigating Bronwyn for murder thing, of course. But that's a minor flaw. I can work around it.
I hear Sam likes you too.
Huh.
Really? Well, you know, I'm not surprised. I am a total babe.
That was very educational.
Ah, Rain, can I help?
About last night,
Was there a problem?
my tap was dripping. But I fixed it. Where we...
Dripping? Maybe I was in my bedroom. That's out of bounds to you.
Out of bounds. Couldn't tell what she was trying to convey with the drip in there. That was supposed to not work with what she was talking about or something else.
It's 7 o'clock, and here's the latest August update. Chief DuPont of August Police is urging residents to be
we
vigilant
have to watch
tonight
these
following
twice.
the brutal murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Whilst he stresses there is no immediate threat to the
These pop
community
up,
at large,
but then
residents
every
should
time
be
we
on the
click
lookout until the killer is in
Hail the
police
Cab after
custody.
that, it doesn't
Miss
pop
Shaw
up
was found
until we hit
strangled in her
next
bedroom
chapter.
home last night. Poe, I heard she was found by her mother.
Truly awful. Mother caught me up to all sorts of mischief in my bedroom. Also in the news, emergency services were called to the crossroads at Grange Avenue and Church Street following a collision between two cars. There are no reports of any serious injuries, but you might want to take a different route for now.
Oh no. It's going to be one of those nights, Poe.
Stay with me, doll. I'll keep you safe.
I'm not going
I'll
anywhere.
keep you
That's
safe.
7 o'clock with
Sound like
Poe
Wes
and
German.
Monroe.
Then I hit next chapter again.
If you have anything else on Zach Weston, let me know. And I'm all for a good boudoir picture, but who are they for? There's definitely a strong connection between those two then. Well, unless they were for Oscar, I don't know. Unless there's someone else about to come out of the woodwork. Rain still says he was praying in his room, alone. Bronwyn and Lexi lied about being together last night. You're still following up Birmingham. Keep me posted. Yeah, you mentioned the word traveller to me, but he's nothing. Oscar's in the clear. He was playing football last night. He said that Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet. Not many people would know that. That's it.
That's it, says the man. Alrighty. Yeah, I'm not supposed to, I don't know if I'm supposed to like go absolutely apeshit on these chapters or what, because like they say that you can get caught, so you don't want to do certain things, and now they're saying like you can't be shapeshifting for too long and stuff, so it makes me think I want to be sparing with what I do. But if there's not a good indicator of like who I should be and where I should go, then I don't want to like waste extra time. Otherwise I feel like I get busted. Hard to tell how much you're supposed to push the boundaries on these shapeshift, and how much you're supposed to just kind of keep going forward with the easy stuff. That's Sam here.
Sorry, we're closed. Come back tomorrow or make an appointment online. Yes. What do you want? The Shores. Oh. You mean that girl who got killed? What was her name? Dorothy? I see a lot of faces in my studio, but I'm not good with names. Wait. Dorota? I remember now.
Mm-hmm.
For the August Chronicle. She won some sort of award. I remember her cello. It kept reflecting the flash and ruining the shot. No, I went to her house, along with the reporter. It's better with these human interest stories to capture them in a natural habitat.
A natural habitat.
Nisha was a reporter. She can confirm all this. No, actually, I've been running a special offer on portraits since she came in for a studio session. Wait there.
I just happen to have him right here.
As you can see, there's photos here. Her on the cello. Now this one's in colour. Beautiful hair. Oh, legs wrapped around. Another one here. Oh, hang on. Do you see what I see?
Lines on the photo, breasts, and a big ass cello.
I think she's just a very attractive girl. That's all. What do you mean? I don't think I like what you're implying, Detective. Is that all? Friends? Yes. I know Violet very well. Sometimes we share a drink, sometimes a bed, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Here. I'm usually here most nights. I live here, Detective. Long story short, I'm divorced. My wife got the house, my business is all I have left.
Divorced. If that has any connection with the random wedding dress, right? Wouldn't in reality. But those are the only two things concerning weddings we'd have.
No? Who's that? Never heard of him. Who what? Boudoir photos? She sent some private photos to me by foot. Do you mean them? I get it now. That's why you're asking about Zach Weston. Maybe I should pay him a visit.
Sure, pal.
That's what he says, but no one can back him up. He's on my radar now. I think you're supposed to tell me that. If he was taking photos of Dorota, maybe he fell for her? And the feeling wasn't mutual. Artists have muses, apparently. Wish I had one.
It seems really bad at his job.
Do we really have to? Is that what he calls it? I'm not sure what we have, Sam, and I'm not sure how much longer we're going to have it. Being with Zach is no paradise, I can tell you. It's like his reproductive genes rule every decision he makes. I just want someone who will hold the door open for me, bring me tea in bed.
That's great. What's with the fucking shining shit, man? Alrighty. I mentioned something about shapeshifting into some kid earlier. Maybe my man has a problem.
Sam, look, I can't talk right now. I'm doing phone readings. Gotta pay for a job somehow. Lexi's locked in till late too. I can sort you out afterwards, yeah?
I met him yesterday, doing the rounds, looking for reading work. Actually, he did mention Dorota. He said there was this girl he was planning to meet up with. Said she was alone every Monday night because her parents go to the cinema. Do you know what that means? It was Dorota Shaw. Fine, Sam. Birmingham. Mercury took us to Birmingham. We didn't know what for. We never really know what for. But we turned up. It started with a girl, Ginny.
Weasley.
She was South African. I only mention it because that was its thing. Yeah. We didn't know at the time, but in hindsight, it was after South African girls. 3 to be exact. The Traveller wanted 3.
Right. When wires get caught in the fucking legs here.
You should ask Bronwyn. She's the one that knows about rights. I just know it normally involves 3, and all 3 share a common attribute. I guess you might call them demons. in as much as they can get inside us. They come from other worlds.
This is like Dr. Decker. I don't know if I'm supposed to believe the hocus pocus because my guy can shapeshift, or if it's just all bullshit. Like it wasn't that really.
Some religions talk of demons, but they don't actually exist. Travelers can get inside us and make it look like we're possessed, hence the demons. Yes, disturbingly. It's actually a lot more complicated than that. They choose a reality/universe where they actually evolve to become the person they're possessing. So they jump in a few million years before our timelines intersect. They can't just jump into someone. It takes a few hours for that. They make the decision before they travel, which is why we can catch them. Yes, probably. The tarot doesn't just sat-nav us to normal murders.
Fair enough. Is that what we're going for, though?
We've got to stop meeting like this. Seriously though, Sam, I'm working. Can't it wait? Just give me to 8, okay?
Late. Go
Hello,
visit
I'm Violet.
the dude. Isn't Violet like in the front door,
I'm
pretty much?
Violet.
Go visit our man Zach here, Mr. Libido.
Well, hello, gorgeous.
Did you hear about Dorota? Did you hear about Dorota?
Everyone in town's heard. She's a local celebrity now.
Local celebrity?
Famous for being murdered. That's how she'll be remembered anyway.
I came over last night.
Well, that explains why there was no answer when I called you. I was definitely here.
Later. Well, she wasn't there then. Well, it was a lot less spicy than I was expecting. See, I could believe shapeshifting going to different parts of town, but like walking around the same hotel as a person shapeshifting makes me think I should just not be like going too crazy on the whole deal. I don't see why I'd want to turn into any of these people and visit each other. I'm just gonna go back to being Sam. I mean, this dude is definitely interested. I don't think any of these I'd be one of do here. Why would I want to change into the chief to talk to someone? I mean, I could change into the chief to talk to Violet.
Hi, Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
Would they be harmless enough? Guess not. I guess I mean, what was harmless? Let's just move on, I guess.
It's 8 o'clock and time for another August update. Police investigating the death of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw have said there's no evidence to connect her boyfriend to the murder. Chief DuPont's statement was delivered in response to speculation from local residents that it was a crime of passion. Miss Shaw's strangled body was found by her mother around 10 p.m. last night in what the chief is calling a puzzling crime.
I can't believe people are gossiping already, Poe.
It's always the person closest to the victim, isn't that what they say?
But that poor boy. A reminder also that due to the murder, this weekend's Tulip Festival has been postponed. New dates will be announced soon. The weather's getting worse tonight with heavy rain forecast.
I mean, maybe it's just
So if you're
Oscar's
heading out, you
acting,
might
but it
wanna
doesn't
take a
make him
jacket
seem
or a
suspicious
cap.
or whatever. I feel like
Wear the
Zach
jacket
and Violet
in
are
the
the
cap.
most suspicious.
That's 8 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
But I'm trying to wonder if I'm supposed to care about some kind of possession thing. Unless people are talking about more deaths, I don't know if we're gonna have more, if it's supposed to be one. And if I'm supposed to not believe any of the hocus pocus shit. And like maybe be the tarot people, but Zach seems like pretty suspicious. Just because of the ex-wife comment and the wedding dress. But who knows?
Sam, I've got news. We've done a reading.
The Five of Swords. That's the same card as yesterday.
I mean, he's got a hairy hand.
Let's hope it's not the Knight of Wands. This doesn't look good.
It's fine. This happens all the time. There are 78 cards in a deck. The same ones come up a lot.
I get it, but we drew the exact same cards yesterday. What are the odds of pulling all three again?
Will they really be talking about odds if they believe in tarot?
552. I know. I get asked a lot.
When they immediately assume it's something real. I think that's just weird writing.
It's happening again. There's going to be another murder. Then Lexi did her thing, and now we have a name. Ellis Monroe.
Sam, do me a favour, go easy on Violet. If we need to get anything out of her, let me deal with it. She'll open up to me.
Alright, man.
We've got a new target, Ellis Monroe. Rain still says he was praying in his room, alone. You say Bronwyn and Lexi's alibis don't add up. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, but I've got that in hand. Zach Weston says he was in his studio last night. No one corroborates. Oscar's in the clear. He was playing football last night. He said that Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet. Not many people would know that. That's it.
You must be Sam. I just got off the phone with Chief DuPont. I can't believe it. First Dorota, now me.
I don't really have a whole lot to say. We're just kind of rolling through it. There's constant dialogue anyways. Alright.
Yes. We were friends. I hadn't known her for long, only a few weeks. We met at the gala. I was hosting and she was playing the cello, you know? I guess we talked for a little while and then she asked me for a drink after the show.
Did you bang?
after we'd had a few drinks, she invited me back to her
Vibe
house.
I'm getting.
I thought we were just gonna chat, watch a movie, that sort of thing. Then she kissed me. I was so shocked. She was so attractive. So I kissed her back.
This does fucking play out like some kind of amateur porn. Did it get bigger when you pulled on it, man? This Dorota person sounds like they're getting around town, man.
This is just between us, right?
No.
We fooled around. I don't have many friends, Sam. Everyone thinks because I'm on the radio, I have tons of friends, so nobody ever approaches me. I get lonely. But Dorota was my friend, and I liked making her happy.
Fooled around. The skirt pull, very necessary. I have no friends, fooled around.
Poe and Dorota, people I say hi to. I have thousands of followers and subscribers, and they keep me feeling warm when I'm down, but they're not friends. I do get the odd stalker, but that isn't something anyone wants.
Of course. I get a lot of stalkers myself.
Oscar, yeah. She was a bit confused. When we started seeing each other, she didn't like him touching her anymore. I didn't mind, but she did. So I told her if he wanted to get sexual, then maybe she should try something else. I said some guys like to watch, so
He likes to watch.
tell him it would be sexy if he could look, but he couldn't touch. As far as I know,
The cock, man.
it worked.
Go up to Oscar. Oh, you're a fucking cuck, homie. He likes to watch. I think the murderer watched her in the same way. How did it work?
She told Oscar to watch from her walk-in wardrobe. When he was at a safe distance, she put on a show. She faked it. I don't think so. We were very discreet. It was more fun that way. We're co-hosts on the radio. Oh, sorry.
Oh,
You know that already.
that's this person.
We've been partners for 2 years now. He's a good friend. He's on air at the moment, but he'll be finished at 8:30. On air? We both were. We broadcast live hourly news reports. It's how we keep our funding. Not very well. He's done a few shoots of me and Poe to promote the show. He's fine. He keeps asking me to pose for him, you know, without any clothes on. I always say no.
Trying to not ask any questions. I feel like it's more important to not ask a question that'll piss them off, because this game could like instantly go ham on you, than it is to like try and pry. Because I don't know how baby mode you gotta be. Ugh. I really know. I mean, I'm apparently not like any authority, so I can't really like get crazy on them. So I feel like being nice and or tricking them with the shapeshifting thing is probably how you'd want to get info, more than, hey, do you fuck the local photographer kind of questions.
No. Sorry. I did have a strange dream last night, though. I was a Hollywood actress, and There were hundreds of magazines and newspapers
Like
all
Mulholland
piling up on the
Drive or
red
some
carpet,
shit.
and they all had my picture on the front cover. But the red carpet wasn't carpet.
It
was a pool of
pubes.
blood.
Oh.
And it seeped through all the pages. Then I woke up. What do you think that means, Sam? I don't know what. I mean, I'm anxious now. Maybe it was predicting Dorota's death. Or mine. Just don't hurt me. Or let me get hurt.
See ya.
Sam, you forgot your phone.
What an idiot, man. What was the point of that?
Monroe. Everyone knows her. She's a local radio star here.
That's funny as hell, dude.
I always get the shot, Sam. One way or another.
Jesus, friend. Could they make this guy like any more suspicious, dude? He's like, yes, I resort to shady things to get the photos I need. He's turned them down a bunch of times on naked photos. What, is he sneaking into her house now? Dude, I feel like this guy's almost like a red herring, man, but that's how it seemed in Dr. Decker, but it was like the person that it seemed like was bait the whole time, so. Mm.
A little bit. What did you want to know? A rite can take many forms, but from what we know about these travelers, it seems to be performing some kind of coming of age ceremony. Yes, a rite of passage. Running havoc in our dimension is rewarded in theirs. Not fair, is it? Three is a powerful number. There's a divine balance to it in our universe anyway. But maybe it doesn't mean anything where the traveler's from. Maybe 3 is just the carry-on limit for interdimensional travel.
So the coin in her mouth is supposed to be only known by the murderer. The wedding dress, it's not supposed to be known by many people either. I don't want to pull this card out. I'll have a good reason. This person, like, I mean, the hocus pocus is suspicious, but other than that, I mean, that's about it. On a personal level, I haven't seen much.
No. I can do a reading if you want.
Sure, man.
9 of Cups. This is a very positive card. Is Zach a suspect? Something feels wrong. He's too smug, too self-congratulating, like he's got away with something. I don't like this, Sam. I don't like this one bit at all.
No, I feel like they're laying it on too thick. But I don't know. And a lot of shit, I think they lay stuff on too thick, but then it just ends up being some brainless shit anyways. It's just that's the person. Or maybe that's the like 5D chess they're playing. They try to make it seem so obvious you think about somebody else, but then it is that person again. I know. I feel like when that happens, that stuff feels disappointing. I also don't know if it's random who's who, like on the killer list. Like Dr. Decker. Well, I'm not gonna care about the hocus pocus reading, if anything. It could just be her trying to divert. Suspicion.
I've heard on the radio, but other than that, I don't know anything about her. I want to help them.
I feel like this person's acting makes her less suspicious. For some of the other people ham it up so much, it almost makes them seem like they're fucking liars, man.
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Although we can be sure of one thing. Yeah, she sounded blonde on the radio, but Mercury called her as a redhead.
Need your help. Do I? I don't want to start jumping into something crazy.
Yes, I met her at the radio station. I was offering my services. Earning a living's tricky when you travel around as much as we do. And last time I checked, Violet wasn't offering us room and board for free. In Birmingham, it was a man called Yuri Harris. He worked as a butcher. He beheaded all 3 girls within hours of each other. We couldn't stop it. He pleaded not guilty for reason of temporary insanity.
That's rarely supposed to ever work, from what I understand. Only like in movies. Are we frozen again, Mom? Jesus. I'll give it a minute. Okay, that's the minute. Close that down again. I'm just gonna assume this is the PlayStation version. Having a problemo. Do they show him with the knife and her with the gun? I don't know if that's just supposed to be like bullshit. Might just be for style. I feel like you shouldn't put like stuff like that. Unless that's part of the thing, like you want to sway people's opinion with promo art somehow. Could be it. Just for flavor though, I mean, I don't know.
Because he said he'd see us again. In August. Before we even knew it was a month and a place.
I mean, these guys could be faking a really big story, but...
So what's the news about Ellis? I feel so useless sitting here. I want to help. Yes, please use me. Tell me what to do.
Use me. Zach Weston.
Who's that? Is he a suspect? I guess he must be. Okay, I'm on the case. Just give me a minute to get ready and I'll be off.
Jesus. He's just gonna go in, dude. Alright. We're using this poor lass, man.
You're only alive because we want you to be.
Like,
Hi, Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
I mean, Violet's suspicious because he's some schizo person with a bad alibi, and she gets shitty with Zach a lot, and she thinks negatively of everybody. I mean, if any, that'd be like that next step. If Zach's too suspicious, she's connected enough to Zach. That's possible she goes after people Zach's interested in, but yeah.
Claude?
Violet, there's been a UFO sighted on a night that you can't remember. Violet, there's been a UFO sighted on a night that you can't remember.
Shh! Claude, I told you never to speak about this. Wait. So you think it's real?
I need you to tell Sam what happened. It'll help.
Help what? Me? Gotta think about it.
The UFO sighting, man. Going back to Sam's room. I don't think there's much reason to be him. I mean, they've said some suspicious stuff, I guess, about getting away with certain things, but go see what the police guy has to say.
We've got a new target. Alice Monroe. Alice said she was in a relationship with Dorota. She kissed a girl and she liked it. She told you where John Pope, or Poe, is going to be next. Rain still says he was praying in his room, alone. You say Bronwyn and Lexi's alibis don't add up. Rain's confirmed he met Alice at the radio station. Picking his next victim, maybe? Lexi's doing some investigating for you. As if that'll help. Rain told you about the Butcher of Birmingham. It's a thing. Made an interesting read. Those tarot readers hang out with death. His explanation of it, it's all fairy tales, so I'm not getting involved. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, but I've got that in hand. Zach Weston says he was in his studio last night. No one corroborates. And he keeps asking Ellis to pose nude. Could be motive. Oscar's in the clear. He was playing football last night. He said that Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet. Not many people would know that. That's it.
The fedora. Very necessary addition. Oscar wasn't home. We can't move on the next chapter, right? Have we talked to everybody? We can still talk to Violet, I guess.
Excellent work. Gold star for you. Oh, hello. This is my goddaughter, Sophia. She's only 9 and she's a maths genius.
Maths genius.
I have to pop to my room to get something. Be nice to her while I'm gone. Otherwise I might have to smother you in your sleep.
I don't know if they're like
What's her
overkilling it with the fucking like death jokes from her.
I'm Sophia. Pleased to meet you. You want to know a secret?
Sure.
Violet was taken by aliens in their ship. Shh. She doesn't want anyone to know.
Sorry about that. Sophia, your mother will be here for you soon, so run along and wait. Now, Sam, how can I help you? Of course. Poe and Monroe. She's on the radio.
What's funny about that?
Yes, I believe I did.
Are we always
She was
laughing
here
about
once for
everything?
something. Don't remember now. I don't really want to. About a month ago, the guest house was empty and I was alone in my bedroom. All I could hear was dripping. A cold tap. Drip. 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 And then
I
it
guess
began.
that's why she thought the tap thing
I could
earlier
smell
was weird.
iron, a strong metallic smell. Then I could taste it on my tongue. And then weightlessness. Like time and space had stopped. It was the first time they took me. It's happened 5 times, even on clozapine. Get that strange aura, then I'm gone. Eye tests for epilepsy, amongst other things.
Everybody's insane in all these games, dude.
All the scans were normal.
I don't know if they're gonna make any of it real this time. I mean, the fact my dude can shapeshift might make me think there might be more realness to it than Dr. Decker. But they kept you kind of guessing.
No. I have certain flashbacks. It's difficult to explain. I'm stuck in the wall of an enormous room made from these wooden vines, except the vines slowly move and drip with pain. My head is pushed out like I'm a trophy. If I look to my side, there are others, heads, all prisoners, being experimented on. They rearrange us like decorations, suck us backwards into the darkness and then thrust us back through the wall. And when they return me home, I'm broken. Cuts, bruises, memories.
Yeah.
The skin shedding relates to personal transformation.
Nice. Yeah. Well, I was close, but your explanation is so much nicer.
Thank you for your dreams.
Welcome to Poe's.
Who do they want us to tend to be? There's a bunch of shit we can do, I just don't want to get caught. Alone in his room. Like her magically being here would be really odd. Him showing up here would be weird. Have anything on one out of these 3?
had
I'll
them
talk
hanging
to
out on the
the.
stage for a few months now. Unless, Monroe, have you noticed any spirits turning up at the station lately?
So does it just invite bad spirits, or?
We've got a new target, Alice Monroe. Alice said she was in a relationship with Dorota. She kissed a girl and she liked it. She told you where John Pope, or Poe, is going to be next. Rain still says he was praying in his room, alone. You say Bronwyn and Lexi's alibis don't add up. Rain's confirmed he met Alice at the radio station. Picking his next victim, maybe? Lexi's doing some investigating for you. As if that'll help. Rain told you about the Butcher of Birmingham. It's a thing. Made an interesting read. Those tarot readers hang out with death. His explanation of it, it's all fairy tales, so I'm not getting involved. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, but I've got that in hand. Zach Weston says he was in his studio last night. No one corroborates. And he keeps asking Ellis to pose nude. Could be motive. Oscar's in the clear. He was playing football last night. He said that Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet. Not many people would know that. That's it.
Wall. It's in far better shape than he is. I limp past the wreck towards the exit ramp. At the top, a reinforced steel wall now separates the labs underground. My back against it. I may have time to take all 8 shots before Emma reaches me.
I guess we're supposed to ask her for help.
Yes, of course. Anything. I've already been doing that, but sure, I'll keep at it. Maybe it'll feel sorry for me and finally put out.
It was unstable or some such
I guess
bullshit.
we're gonna ask about the
Sent down to the
fucking,
vault for further military evaluation, like the rest of Max's
I'll ask her about the coin then.
She had already been here once. It was just a matter of time until she returns.
Was it a gold coin?
I mean, yeah.
That's more of a serial killer thing than a possessed by a traveler thing. It's a bit showy, but there's no guarantees.
Round wrecked cars drawing even closer. My first shot goes wide, but it's enough to send her sprinting directly for me. The second shot clips her side. The third misses. She vaults from the puddle at the base of the...
This will just slam somebody else here. What would be an interesting one? He doesn't really like have much to do with anybody except maybe Zach. The Chief's not much. Already did the aliens deal. I mean, all her jokes about killing people and the schizo shit. I mean, that could be enough reason right now there, but I don't know if they're pushing that or this dude could just be a creep. Except I feel like they're baiting the wedding dress thing a lot. These people, I don't know. I haven't turned into one of these people. Help me out at all.
Hi, I'm Lexi. I'm Lexi.
Whoops.
Hello, I'm Rain. I'm Rain.
Hi, I'm Ellis. I'm Ellis.
This particular one has traces of the same limestone as the Great Sphinx of Giza. Well, that's what the man. Poe's Curiosity Shop
Just not there.
is now closed.
Convenient.
Welcome to Poe's Curiosity Shop.
Hi, I'm Lexi. I'm Lexi.
Think metal. I think it's metal.
We had the same. It was the same material.
Oh.
Lexicorn, how thin are these walls?
What do you mean the walls are thin?
I can hear you screaming at your Ouija board. Last night too. I feel like I've heard your whole life story.
What?
Does Sam like me? Is Violet a lesbian? Will Ellis die? Will Bronwyn die? That last one, don't worry about that.
Why not?
I'm gonna stick around until you're sick of the sight of me, alright? I'm not in any danger. Ellis is in danger. Sam's in danger.
Excavated at Brindley Hill, the site of a standing circle within August.
I mean, they seem concerned unless they're like playing.
Our job is so stressful.
Tell me about it. Chasing around the unknown, trying to triumph good over evil, generally standing around helpless watching people die.
Why do we do it?
For me, it's a common decency thing. Hi, I'm Bronwyn. Did you know the Earth was overrun by trans-dimensional evil? Want to help fix it? Sure.
Trans-dimensional evil?
I'll read the manual, Lex. People are afraid of ghosts, zombies,
I asked that
and
question.
aliens.
She would
They
already
never
know.
even think to consider the possibility that there are millions of universes, potentially with millions of predators, all far more evolved than we are. What are our chances of victory? Minuscule. But if we don't fight at all, zero.
It's not modern.
Not at all.
This one is a sculpture that was found along with several other.
Kim.
It's supposed to be proof that aliens have visited our planet already. Or at least Mexico.
Now that's a thought.
Haven't found what we're after yet.
Don't you think so?
I think it's beautiful, but slightly frightening that it's from so long ago.
Osprey's
Simply
never
someone
there.
imagining that that's what aliens. Encountering someone who looks. Poe's Curiosity Shop is now closed.
Dreams
And nightmares.
with Poe and Monroe. Now this is a particularly interesting one. So this is coming from Marek.
Won't be a combo here. I mean, we could go see Zach with them.
I'm Oscar. Is there anything else I can do?
I think Poe.
Yeah, I think it has several interesting
I
elements.
would
to
not
it.
change myself in a place
From the sharks, I mean, often
where we're gonna walk
sharks,
past after
they stand for,
suspect.
perhaps some
Just magically
perhaps
not there.
represented as danger of certain people, people that this listener perceives as dangerous to them, and never falling, and then never hitting falling.
Hello, I'm Violet. I'm Violet.
Already chit-chatted with
Bring these things together.
Well,
Chief with her.
you weren't far off, I'll be honest, Poe, but I'd like to discuss. So, firstly, the idea of a
Hello, lovely. Take a look at this. It's a picture of Dorota.
I don't want to see pictures of your conquests.
It's not like that. It's just a press photo. Do you see anything in it?
A girl holding... What do you see? A girl holding a cello. What do you see?
Does he always see something in it? Was he like a fucking ghost or something?
What do you see?
You don't see any movement. Just a rotor.
So think that you are worried that if you stop doing everything that you do, you'd detract their attention.
Yeah, because they're busy. They're busy in his dream, aren't they?
They are, and they... you because you're just carrying on as normal. But Marek, what I'd like to say to you is that maybe you're worrying too much about...
Who else would we want? I mean, having any of the Terra persons go and talk to the chief doesn't seem like it has a point. They're talking to the chief. There's supposed to be somebody watching the place outside. I don't remember his name. I don't know why we'd want her to talk to anybody. I already tried talking to him as her. An Oscar appearing here wouldn't be drama. I'd have put him on like probably a fucking suspect list. Sure, going to him. I don't really see the point. I guess we could go as him
I'm Rain.
to Monroe's. So I feel like that would put him on a
Cans
list.
of beer and strolled blithely down the pavement, tracking the pensioner. The old man.
Haven't you done enough predicting my death?
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm just kidding. I know it's not your fault. Well, unless you're the killer.
Have you made a decision about the show?
I think it's a no. Sorry. It's just the reading that you gave me the other day. I don't want to scare off the audience.
Why would I scare off your listeners?
They don't want to hear talk of death and darkness. Well, they do, if it's in a story. But you can't tell them they're going to die.
I said you were going to die?
You didn't say you're going to die, just like that, but I remember the death card. And the devil. And you said it was... what was the word you used? My challenge. That I needed to die so I could be free from my chains. I know you said it doesn't mean literal death, but maybe it does.
The earthquake shattered my world.
It's awfully
I took
suspicious
an
of
overdose
him.
enough to kill me 5 times over. I suspect I survived because the beast wasn't ready to relinquish its host.
The beast.
I spent 7 weeks in a mental...
I just feel like showing up when somebody's got a possible, like, you know. So these 3 people said she was gonna die. And then the dude shows up at her place at night. I don't think as some kind of shape-shifting person that'd be a good idea. 1, she's probably being watched. 2, that'd make her suspicious. But I guess maybe they don't care. I can't really tell how, like, logical we're supposed to be with it and how much we're just supposed to just go gung-ho.
I was very, very lucky I was not connected with the police manhunt after the body was found. Maybe it's true that the devil looks after his own.
Let's ask him some shit.
We've got a new target. Alice Monroe. Alice said she was in a relationship with Dorota. She kissed a girl and she liked it. She told you where John Pope, or Poe, is going to be next. Rain still says he was praying in his room, alone. You say Bronwyn and Lexi's alibis don't add up. Rains confirmed he met Ellis at the radio station. Picking his next victim, maybe? Lexi's doing some investigating for you. As if that'll help. Rain told you about the Butcher of Birmingham. It's a thing. Made an interesting read. Those tarot readers hang out with death. His explanation of it? It's all fairy tales, so I'm not getting involved. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, but I've got that in hand. Zach Weston says he was in his studio last night. No one corroborates. And he keeps asking Ellis to pose nude. Could be motive. Oscar's in the clear. He was playing football last night. He said that Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet. Not many people would know that. That's it.
I don't know if Violet's supposed to see something in the photo. Considering he has Sam too.
Soft, but to my heightened
It might just be him
awareness,
asking everybody.
Is this the one? I slow down, give an innocent passerby the chance to save himself. The footsteps.
Hi, I'm Bronwyn. I'm Bronwyn.
I have a greater need of a quiet corner than he. From the.
What a day. Ellis Monroe, then. Looks like our traveller likes redheads.
I wouldn't be so sure. It looks that way.
Should we be worried about Violet?
Maybe. She thinks she was abducted by aliens.
Then that possibly means she's already been a traveller target. What else did she say?
Something about being in a row of heads?
So they're killing us for sport. Sounds about right.
Started, I was able to prepare, get some clothes together, do a bit of reconnaissance.
Bron, what are we going to do about Ellis?
What would you do about Ellis?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking you.
Let's think. What have we tried before?
A few times we've caught up with the Traveller, nothing's worked.
Talking to them? Killing? Restraining? Talking to them?
Please don't kill that person. Okay, thanks. Oh no, look, you killed them anyway. You know that doesn't work, Ron.
Don't let anyone get close to you is a phrase I've heard more than a few times.
Oh.
It's true, and of course, I will not tell them why. There's no predictable pattern to it. Yours can go on quietly.
I mean, it could be like, well, one of these people is killing somebody possessed.
I usually get about a week's warning, so clearly
So that they can kill the person that's possessing them or
where I
whatever.
don't know the ground well. Work was
Doesn't that mean there's like
so
multiple
I went
murders?
freelance as soon as I could manage
Oh
to earn
great,
enough
it's
to make ends
frozen
meet,
again.
but at least that worked out.
Jesus, dude. Freezing all the time, man. I'm just looking to jump to the next chapter, man, really. Wales. Okay.
Shop.
There's some trigger we haven't hit.
Just hand it.
Yeah, I've seen every single person in the story coming out of Sam's room. What the hell's going on there?
Attached in the center.
Yes.
And it's tiny. And it's made of, I think, metal. I think it's metal.
We had the same metal in one of our earlier shows. Do you remember?
It must be bronze.
Correct.
I see, but it's small as well, and it has 3 circles attached. but I'm not sure. I mean, I suppose today you could wear it as a brooch, maybe, or a belt buckle. I'm not sure.
Yep.
What is the trigger we're looking for? Usually it's just you go talk to everybody is enough. So far. There's some specific shapeshift we're looking for. What reason would Violet go talk to them other than being the owner? I mean, he only really talks to her, otherwise it's just whatever. And he barely knows Zach and shit personally. That's what he's heard from me.
Hi, I'm Bronwyn. I'm Bronwyn.
Poetry is very poesque.
Absolutely.
Do you believe Tara can predict things now?
I'm not one for mystics and crystal balls. I'm a Virgo.
It says you're lying about your alibi.
So, no, I don't believe.
And have not been repaired.
I don't
So
need to
think,
like trade the relations
yeah,
here.
experiencing
Seems like a weak pull to try to get some info. I don't know what being Oscar would do. Well, he doesn't seem like he's in cahoots with anybody, like talking to anyone. Try talking to
I'm Oscar. Is there anything else I can do?
Zach. I think we've already tried this though.
But Lena, the thing is, if you can wish it, you can do it.
Oscar, I'm so sorry. What can I do?
Were you seen?
I don't. Why would I ask this?
Were you seen?
Like, maybe, I think
All that
perhaps
would do
smell
is
of some
make
sort.
Sam more suspicious, right?
It's like
What would I gain from it? Unless the
an
game just has some
Asian
magical thing to get out
animal,
of it.
but I'm not sure.
I mean, if I want to just go apeshit, we just change in everybody and talk to everybody else, but I feel like surely there's like repercussions. Maybe there's not. I can't really tell with this game. I've never gotten fucked yet.
Right about Asian, a Chinese bronze
Well, we could talk
blind dog.
to everybody again. We already talked about the aliens. Why would I need to like
His funds. The
rat
library
out
burned
Sophia?
down 3 weeks up. Normally come in pairs and have many uses, but when you
Yeah, she asked for a sample reading to show what I could do. It's easy to see now, with the benefit of hindsight. 3 of Swords, the Devil, Death. I mean, any tarot reader will tell you that death hardly ever means real physical death. But given what we've learned...
The Calling. Read by Jessa. I love you, she said. Then she cut off her.
Oscar's not there.
It took a lot of effort with the butter knife.
Zach's not there.
Alternately.
I mean, he's there, but he doesn't have anything.
A curtain of blood.
Alice doesn't have anything.
Caught her still smiling mouth as part of her head tipped forward and free. I expect.
Oh, what's something a little more crazy? It'd just be weird for her to come from her house all the way to this place just to get like some tarot reading. Especially when she's on some hit list. Doesn't even make sense. If we're all like in a mansion, then yeah, going distances like that for small things is easier to, you know, justify. But these are the only 4 people I could see having like a casual thing going on. Who all have we turned into here? I don't know if we've done Rain with the other 2.
Hello, I'm Rain.
I don't think that's what we're after, really, though.
Shop. Today I've brought in a really cool object.
What is it, Ray?
I have a plan.
And from what I can see, it's like a alien.
Hi, Rain. Did you miss me while I was gone?
So?
I'm honestly not going to try and worry about this one. We've told Sam, and I think that's all we can do.
Really? Well, what's Sam going to do?
I believe Sam is going to save Ellis. According to the Ouija, this could play out in a lot of different ways, but mostly saving Ellis.
What other ways?
Ellis could run, Ellis could die, Ellis could be saved, mistaken identity, someone else dies. There's a lot of noise coming from the beyond, but it's not just a load of voices saying Ellis will die. Sam's got this.
We'll see about that.
Or at least Mexico.
Now that's a thought.
But, you know, I just thought it looked nice. Did you think so?
I think it's beautiful. But
Too
it's
much
slightly
faith,
frightening
man.
That it's from so long ago.
Now I'm down.
To be honest, it might just have been someone imagining that that's what aliens look like.
Who is Sophia?
You saw her, did you? She's my goddaughter, at that age where she overshares.
Is she a ghost?
Is that a real question? So, yeah, I just don't know why, like,
Sort of looks like a
I
whistle.
feel like if you're a shapeshifter,
Yeah, that's part of it.
you,
Whistle.
to like,
I'm not
you
sure
know,
it's wrong
I need to
in
turn this
full.
dumb shit off. To like, keep your ability to shapeshift without grabbing too much attention intact, you wouldn't like fray any edges in a relationship. Especially when you're doing it this much, that's a lot of stories to keep creating. A lot of times where they could go ask about something you said because it was a big deal kind of thing, where they didn't actually do it. I feel like this kind of story, I mean, I guess if you're just gaming, it's fine, but if you're trying to take it a little bit more, like, logically, it's really hard to actually, figure out what's okay and what's not. That none of, 'cause you wouldn't really do most of this. Especially if you're tiptoeing around a murder or something. I have a plan.
You do. Enlighten me.
Maybe Ellis should stay with us. Maybe Ellis should stay with us.
With our track record. If she gets killed anywhere near us, we'll be sent to jail, whether we did it or not.
That's cold.
I know it seems harsh, but without us, who's saving the rest of the world?
This thing keeps like popping out. Oh. Like I used to not even lean. Well. I mean, one we could do, I guess, is have Alice talk to the chief. I don't know why, but it seems like realistic that she might talk to the police.
Hi, I'm Alice. I'm Alice.
Not even there. Having him ask if she's been seeing his dead girlfriend, like, what are we getting at? I mean, maybe something would slip, but it'd be a good way to, like, reveal Sam's been talking about stuff. Because he said he wouldn't tell anyone. And a bunch of other shit. I'm trying to find the right trigger here.
We've got a new target, Alice Monroe. Alice said she was in a relationship with Dorota. She kissed a girl and she liked it. She told you where John Pope, or Poe, is going to be next. Rain still says he was praying in his room, alone. You say Bronwyn and Lexi's alibis don't add up. Rain's confirmed he met Alice at the radio station. Picking his next victim, maybe? Lexi's doing some investigating for you. As if that'll help. Rain told you about the Butcher of Birmingham. It's a thing. Made an interesting read. Those tarot readers hang out with death. His explanation of it, it's all fairy tales, so I'm not getting involved. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, but I've got that in hand. Zach Weston says he was in his studio last night. No one corroborates. And he keeps asking Ellis to pose nude. Could be motive. Oscar's in the clear. He was playing football last night. He said that Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet. Not many people would know that. That's it.
Well.
Hello, I'm
I guess
Violet.
we'd have Violet see the people here.
I'm Violet.
Just don't know where that would really come in handy. Yeah. Not much point all that. I mean, did they want him to like? I want him to come back. Like I said, I don't really want to like ruin any weird trust. Give Sam away. But we're kind of getting to the point where I feel like they want you to do something stupid like that. What would Chief DuPont? I mean, I guess we could have him come talk to these three. But what would they tell DuPont that they wouldn't tell?
Hi, Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
Like Sam.
Chief, what a surprise to see you. Again.
Why didn't you tell me Ellis was next?
I told you Dorota was first. And that didn't turn out very well, did it? Let's hope Sam does a better job than you did.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Chief, I wanted to ask you something.
Is it about the... What did you want to ask?
Am I still a suspect?
Yes. No.
Okay. Good. Listen, I think I might get out of this place soon. I need some space.
Is it about the boudoir photos?
Chief DuPont, thanks for calling in.
I'm just checking you're safe.
At the moment, my heart's beating 1,000 times a minute and I can't sit still. Every noise or knock on the door makes me jump out of my skin, and I keep looking behind me.
They just let random people in.
Is that safe?
Like earlier.
Have I ever let you down? What's really worrying you?
That you're just saying you're doing things when you're not actually doing anything. What's the plan, Chief DuPont? How do we stop this from happening? How do we stop me from dying?
We don't. There's the big plan. Okay, we got more scenes, but nothing really important. Telling somebody they're a suspect, I don't really see the point. You could be like, oh no, I don't think you're a suspect, but you do need to stay for, you know, more questions and stuff. Right? But then they could still be a suspect. Why would you ever just like antagonize like that? What is the magic thing we're looking for here? He changes act.
I'm Zach Weston. Just sharpening my powers of persuasion.
I just go like, try to take some photos of some dick.
I need to talk about Ellis Monroe.
What have you been doing with Ellis Monroe?
What haven't I been doing? What have you heard?
The tarot readers have predicted that she is the next victim. Do you think we should do something?
Want to fool around?
Is that really all you think about. It's starting to look like August has a serial killer targeting redheads. Look at my hair, Zach. Does this look red to you?
Just dye your hair, dude. Go bald, man. I just wanna fool around.
Zach, what are you doing here?
I've been a naughty boy. I need to tell my previous partners.
Good to know. I'm not one of them though, so unless there's anything else?
Pose for me.
See, like, why? That'd be such a dumb thing to do in this guy's situation. Just gonna go to this person's house when she's looking for somebody who could be killing her and ask her to do creepy shit. Oh yeah, that'll make it really easy to keep shapeshifting. Let me move on to the next chapter. Only entities have changed. I'm not really sure what we're supposed to push here. I mean, we could go ask about, we can go do the Oscar and Monroe thing, but why would she let him into her house? Like Zach and Monroe. I mean, I get that's just like her game place, right? I need to get a drink. I'll go do that here in a minute. Well. They're really going deep on this chapter. I don't know what the fuck they want. What is this? A detective game where you turn into the different members of the story to try to find out information. Anyways, I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab a drink. Right on them. What do your facial recognition powers tell you? Who's the killer? I've never really thought about how well I can recognize a face. Well enough, I guess. Better at recognizing a face than a name. I don't remember names sometimes super well. Except celebrities, for some reason. I can remember a lot of celebrity names. It's just because I watch enough movies. Or sometimes I'll just meet somebody once or twice and there's not really enough to implant nothing. Trying to decide who I want to really go talk to who with here. I mean, in the past, I haven't even had a shapeshift. I doubt it's like a bug, but... Alright. Will? Let me just go full awkward mode. Oscar see her for some reason. Or have them see Monroe. Frozen again? Awesome. Not tired of that. I don't like look it up or anything because the game's not very long. I don't want to like spoil it. And there's other things we can try. I just don't want to like GG.
Hi, I'm Bronwyn. I'm Bronwyn.
Who are you? What are you doing in my house? Get out now before I call the police.
Yo. Why are we in her house? Let's just knock. This is what I'm talking about. Why would you ever do shit like that? I think we just go there and knock and ask her about the tarot readings because we were the one, or this was one of the people who said it. You don't really know how you're gonna do any of these approaches, and a lot of these I just wouldn't even do. Like we could go be Ellis and talk to Oscar.
I'm Ellis.
The problem is we gotta start taking more chances, man.
I'm Oscar. Is there anything else I can do?
Oscar, it's so much more complicated than that.
Why didn't you say it? Is it really? Tell me.
Oscar, I didn't mean to hurt anyone. That's not who I am. I go out of my way to help people, to be kind to them.
So were you helping or being kind?
I had feelings for her, Oscar. You should understand that. I'm sorry this is how you had to hear it. But maybe she didn't tell you because she was leaving me. I don't know. I'm sorry. I truly am.
I forgive you.
Don't want to make it up to me.
That's so kind of you. Giving me closure. I have so many loose ends. And not much time.
See, that was like pointless. Just drama. Wouldn't she question why, like, he wouldn't know about it? She creeps me out. She's marked for the next death or something. We're just trying to figure out what flag they want so that I can move on to the next chapter. We're starting to do a lot of things that I don't want to do or that logically don't make sense for some dude in a shape-shifting position to do, but we're kind of like running out of options here. They won't let me move on.
We've got a new target, Alice Monroe. Alice said she was in a relationship with Dorota. She kissed a girl and she liked it. She told you where John Pope, or Poe, is going to be next. Rain still says he was praying in his room, alone. You say Bronwyn and Lexi's alibis don't add up. Rain's confirmed he met Alice at the radio station. Picking his next victim, maybe? Lexi's doing some investigating for you. As if that'll help. Rain told you about the Butcher of Birmingham. It's a thing. Made an interesting read. Those tarot readers hang out with death. His explanation of it, it's all fairy tales, so I'm not getting involved. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, but I've got that in hand. Zach Weston says he was in his studio last night. No one corroborates. And he keeps asking Ellis to pose nude. Could be motive. Oscar's in the clear. He was playing football last night. He said that Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet. Not many people would know that. That's it.
Oh, I'm not sure what trigger they're after, man. It was simple before. You just go talk to everybody, Sam, and you can move on. But not then, you know, Shapeshifter wanted more info.
I'm Zach Weston. Just sharpening my powers of persuasion.
I don't know why we would have Zach Weston go talk to Lexi, but not even there. Okay. What do you think, Average? Who did it, man? I think we've tried
Hi, I'm Ellis.
having Ellis go to the police already.
I'm Ellis.
I've already had the police come to her. No reason this person should visit them. Already had her talk to them. Already had him talk to them. Pretty sure she's talked to them. She can't talk to them. We've hit almost like most combos that matter. I don't know if we're missing some like flag or some weird shit.
Hear the metal frame thunk the ground, or the glass shards that splinter from the screen, because at that moment, that very moment,
Almost feels like there just should be a
gripping my
should be able to go up.
Dream. With this dream recently. I'm looking through an album of family photos, but I don't recognize anyone in the photos. I'm trying to remember their names, but
That would be a good one. Unless there's like a way to forward time, I just don't realize there's some. I think we ran through everybody with Sam already.
Possible for
Look again on if anything new has popped up.
She has a wicked imagination for her age.
I already talked to her about it. Like, what the hell is this conversation? It's already happened.
Do you think you're sitting here now? Perception is reality, Sam. I needed to confide in someone, so I told Chief Dupont. Just Chief Dupont. And now you, apparently. Why are you talking about this again? You understand, every time you mention abduction, it opens up a vault of crushing memories that I'd rather stay locked up.
Because I need a flag to move on.
so many of us go through situations like this. So
I was
while you're
asking
not alone,
that
It's 9
exact
o'clock and
same,
you're
yeah,
listening to Radio August.
asking that exact same
Investigations
question we've
into the
already
murder
had
of
with her.
21-year-old
Just for
Dorota
some
Shaw
reason,
are continuing this evening. Miss Shaw was found dead
the
in her home
flag.
at approximately 10 p.m. last night in what police are describing as a puzzling case. Residents are urged to be cautious until the perpetrator is caught. I cannot stress this enough, August. Stay safe out there. You mean the world to me. In other news, Monroe has been detained on urgent business, so you're stuck with me until she returns. Never fear, Monroe fans. We still have lots of pre-recordings, so you can relax with her angelic tones. That's 9 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
I don't get that, man. We did all this extra shit so that we could, like, sneakily, you know, talk to her about her abduction thing, and then we just rat out the kid and get, like, aggressive with her to get the exact same information. For, like, no fucking reason, dude. Now the chief could get shitty with Sam. While it's shitty with Sam.
Theatricality surrounding
Seems silly.
Sam, I've got some heavy rain news. Lawrence Petrovsky, that's his real name, and no, he's not a Russian spy, but he does have a criminal record. He was charged with the murder of a 21-year-old artist. Looks like he got off on a technicality by all accounts. About 3 months ago in Hong Kong. Be careful, Sam. If you're going to ask him about this, it could be a flight risk. And you know, there's a good chance he could be the killer. Door's behind you. Rain's still a suspect. No corroborated alibi. Bronwyn Castle has one, Lexi Taylor doesn't. I've got my search back on Rain, or Petrovsky, as we should call him. He's got priors that you're looking into. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, but I've got that in hand. Zach Weston says he was in his studio last night. No one corroborates. Oscar's in the clear. He was playing football last night. He said that Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet. Not many people would know that. That's it.
In their heart. Most people do anyway. A hollow home.
Hey, I'm going. There's too many people asking questions. It's exhausting. I'm off to stay at my aunt's. I'll come back tomorrow, but I've said everything I can say.
I'll leave you in my home.
Heart of his host until there would be nothing.
Probably right here. Why? I didn't realize I was under house arrest. If you've got proof, arrest me, Sam. You're reaching. I'll go where I want, not where you want me to be.
Nearly empty home every night.
No, we're really going
You're
for
the
there.
detective. Monroe just called. This is madness. Who would want to hurt her?
It does not look how he sounds.
Only a madman. Or woman. Monroe is August's sweetheart. Poe and Monroe. That was her idea. She has all the best ideas. The Free Radio Project as well. That was her doing. Uniting August via the airwaves. Monroe's been delivering free radios anywhere people might want to listen. Doctors' surgeries, hairdressers, the guest house. I believe she charmed the local electrical store into donating them, in exchange for free advertising, of course. We interviewed her about her scholarship not too long ago. Do you think whoever killed Dorota plans to kill Monroe? What makes you think she's in danger? Harrow. Does this have anything to do with the gentleman who stopped by? No, I didn't get his name, I'm afraid. He offered to do a spot on our show.
No,
Doing
I already know.
tarot readings to answer listener questions. We said we'd think about it.
Maybe. I mean, I guess. There's a lot of these FMV type of games nowadays, but you know, there's indies and stuff. Easier to do them now, I guess. Back then, it's probably like a novelty on 3DO, you know? But now it's just like a thing you can do, I guess. I mean, it's still a novelty, I guess. But a little bit more going on than just having a live action person pop up and that's enough for the sales. I don't know. Maybe. A lot of these probably have more like acting time than like a movie. The last one they did had like apparently the world record for the most fucking live action video in like a game. Tell me about Augies. That's the town.
You know, this town is fascinating. There's a lot more to it than meets the eye. Have you ever read up on the real history of August? The official story is that Mary August retired from a life on the high seas, found a nice spot here, and used her ill-gotten gains
Bust his balls.
to establish a town.
I'm not a cop.
But that's not what really happened. It's true that Mary August was a pirate, but she didn't retire. Her ship was sunk on the rocks just off the coast. Mary and all of her crew sought refuge in a small fishing town, this one. They slaughtered everyone, men, women, and children, all dead and dismembered in their own homes. The bodies were dumped in a mass grave. Well, the body parts. And the pirates moved in. No one knows. It seems at some point it was built over and then forgotten about. It could be under the school, or the church, or right beneath our feet. We've worked together for years. She's the light to my shade, the angel to my demon, the diamond
This
to my lump.
guy's a fucking loser.
She told me to say all those things. I believe not. She has a big heart, and in my opinion, opens it too easily. On that note, I should probably get back to the booth. The show must go on. Death threats be damned. Look after Monroe, detective. She's the only Monroe I've got.
It's now 10 o'clock. Here's your August update. Investigations deepen into last night's
He's not
murder
even
of
that
21-year-old
suspicious.
Dorota Shaw. Miss Shaw, a talented cellist who had recently been granted a place at Juilliard, was found strangled at her home last night. With the
Just
murderer
arrest
still at
everybody.
large, Chief DuPont
We'll get the
urged
killer
residents
eventually,
to
right?
remain calm and stresses there is almost no chance of anyone else being harmed. Alice, if you're listening, let me know you're okay. In other news, a handful of August residents have reported seeing strange lights in the sky earlier this evening. The lights, which witnesses describe as searingly bright, were spotted over the east edge of town, past the fire station. Have you seen any strange lights? Or for that matter, little green men? Let me know. That's 10 o'clock with Poe.
Well, we can just go to the next chapter. That was it.
Fell, landing at the heads of...
I delivered radios all over town. I don't think I should have bothered with some of them, though. I don't think... Violet, is it? I don't think Violet liked me very much.
Why is that? Oh, okay, I guess we're not gonna...
You're listening to Radio August.
I wouldn't come out and ask. Maybe she was jealous. I'd ask why.
Owen Monroe.
Why would I think any
The
jealous has
sprinklers
anything to do
hissed
with it?
down. I crawl out of Jimmy's upside-down Toyota, clutching his
Overall
spare
theme
magazine.
here?
Need
It's
to count the bullets.
a murder mystery, man. Not really much theme other than that.
Just 9. 8 for Emma, and 1 for me.
There's a murder that happens.
I kiss each bullet
You're a
for luck as I
detective
reload them.
that can
Rising
shapeshift,
to my feet,
and
I
your
slide the
job is
magazine into the
to
Smith
figure out who did it.
Lockdown sirens blare, but the
There's
cavalry's
not
not
much
coming.
like symbolism
Jimmy's
or
already dead.
anything going on or any
Dr.
lesson they're
Thatcher's
trying to
black
teach you.
BMW is strewn on its side, engine crushed against the concrete wall.
Let me turn off
It's
this
in far
fucking
better shape
radio.
than he is. I limp past the
Right
wreck
under our
towards the
seat.
exit
I
ramp.
mean, the game's got a lot of
At the top.
possible paranormal things. They're trying to explain some of it possibly as being paranormal, but I don't know if you're supposed to believe some of that or throw some of that away and assume it's just a person who's killing.
Oh, it's you. I was hoping it might be Zach. No? Oh, him, yes. I've heard him on the radio. Never met in real life, though. Is he a suspect? I thought they broadcast the news live. No. And I've got some very important news for him if he ever shows up. Yes. If he ever shows up. Yes, now I remember. It's the one in the hall. Sometimes cuts through the unbearable silence in this place. Not really. I expected her to be blonde for some reason.
I mean, the first person who said that. What the fuck's this random scene of her walking with a fucking pair of scissors? I supposed to be spooked, man?
Sorry, Sam, what can I do for you? Yeah, I always cry around this time of night.
Of course.
What's the point, Sam, huh?
Try
Think we
your
can't
weapon.
save them? Mercury is a curse. It's like some tourist guide for murders.
Could have had her check violent, I guess.
I try. For Lexi and Rain, to make them think that we can make a difference, make a change, but we haven't so far. What if we can't make a change? Maybe if we could just save one person, Sam. Alice. We need to save her. We need to. Not really. But it wants to know why you're hesitating. Mercury thinks you are. I can see its point. Alice is in danger and you're still here asking questions. Protecting her? I'm not saying lock her in a vault and surround her by guards, but anything would be justifiable.
He's a detective, not the fucking police
least
force.
have
That's the
eyes on
chief's
her.
job.
Don't trust the police to do it. They have a poor track record.
Tell me about Hong Kong.
Honestly, you don't. Once they're caught, a few hours later, they've hopped timelines into someone else. We just keep chasing them, continuously trying to stop them ruining lives. No, but they don't like being exposed. If Mercury pointed them out, they're already in trouble. We'd do a reading. Mercury would know. Something you want to ask me, Sam?
I found out he's a creep. He basically put the moves on me as soon as I walked through the door. You knew? Heads up would have been nice. Anyway, I did find out one thing that's pretty damning. He has a massive collection of books about serial killers. What's that about? He's off the radio. I don't really know him. Actually, I'm glad you're here. I really, really want to do a reading for you right now. You know, to help.
Sure.
Great. Let me just draw 3 cards for you.
Yeah. I'm playing a game about serial killers right now.
This is just a general reading. You don't need a question. Okay. Oh, the 2 of Cups. That's mysterious.
Well, she got them already loaded.
Is there anyone you feel a spark of attraction to?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe someone you've met recently? Lovers. I did not expect that.
I'm sure.
It seems this attraction has the potential to be life-changing, if you want it to be. And finally, the Knight of Cups. This card is about pursuing your heart's desire.
Yeah.
I
Big
think
detective.
it's time to tell that someone special how you really feel. Wow, what an interesting reading. Does it mean anything to you?
No.
You catch on quickly, don't you, Sam?
You catch on quick, as expected. Why not, man?
Who, what, betroths what? No. Should I?
Larry. Yeah. Jinx means it's gonna be like a jinx. What else, man? Something that she wants to smooch my dude here. Hello, cab. Here you have a lot of books about serial killers. And they just give away that chick, man. Couldn't we have like a fucking like smoother way of doing that? Well, I hear you're really like serial killers from somebody I know. Like, real smooth, dude. The dialogue options are so fucking blunt force, man. It's just like, Jesus Christ. Well,
Don't confirm the existence of travelers. They're not ready.
they're not ready.
I'm Zach Weston. Just sharpening my powers of persuasion.
Oops.
Hello, I'm Violet. I'm Violet.
I feel like she's baiting me into turning into Zach here.
I'm Zach Weston. Just sharpening my powers of persuasion.
Zach, the game is up. I think you should leave town.
What?
I know where you were last night. I followed you to Dorota's house. Well, I didn't know it was Dorota's house until we arrived. Call it women's intuition.
Women's.
I was at the studio. You were at Dorota's.
Don't change the subject. Sam and Dupont will put two and two together.
And then what?
And then they're going to arrest you. You weren't there long, I suppose, but then I guess it doesn't take you long, does it?
You were spying on me.
I followed you there, then back to the studio. You lied to the police. You lied to me. I'm done with you.
Oh, she's playing 5D chess, man.
Don't come back here again.
She's baiting him. She knows it's actually the shape-shifting guy. I don't know if this game's quite that on that level of stuff.
Rain's still a suspect. No corroborated alibi. Bronwyn Castle has one. Lexi Taylor doesn't. I got my search back on Rain, or Petrovsky, as we should call him. He's got priors that you're looking into. Rain met Ellis when he was touting for work. He gets around quickly. Zach seems to be a fan of serial killers. At least, you've told me he has an extensive book collection on them. Ellis knows Violet because of the free radio project. Ellis thinks Violet doesn't like her very much. I'm not sure I like you very much. Where's the proof? Violet's just admitted being at the crime scene last night with Zach. It's not looking good for Zach now. Oscar's in the clear. He was playing football last night. He said that Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet. Not many people would know that. I think you've narrowed it down to Zach, Rain, and Lexi. That's just my professional opinion, mind you. Feel free to ignore the person who hired you. That's it.
I mean, should we? See, I don't know what level of chess they're playing here, man. Yeah, they do a lot of cuts for drama. Oh, the game frozen again. This is like the 5th time the game's frozen. I mean, they definitely make Zach seem the most suspicious, but as Violet sort of is too. I mean, it could be that Violet's just baiting us. Kill this bow. Adrian Dorotas. And they like give Sam away. Depends on if she did that knowing this dude was Sam.
Hello, I'm Violet. I'm Violet. I followed you to Dorota.
Are you insane? Why did you follow me, you stupid bitch?
You killed Dorota. You had sex with Dorota. You killed. You had sex with Dorota. You killed Dorota.
Oh dear. You shouldn't have said that. That could make me very angry. Unlike you, the guest house isn't impenetrable.
Well, that definitely makes him seem the most suspicious, man. We gotta see what the chief has to say.
Rain's still a suspect. No corroborated alibi. Bronwyn Castle has one, Lexi Taylor doesn't. I got my search back on Rain, or Petrovsky, as we should call him. He's got priors that you're looking into. Rain met Ellis when he was touting for work. He gets around quickly. Zach seems to be a fan of serial killers. At least, you've told me he has an extensive book collection on them. Ellis knows Violet because of the Free Radio Project. Ellis thinks Violet doesn't like her very much. I'm not sure I like you very much. Where's the proof? Violet's just admitted being at the crime scene last night with Zach. It's not looking good for Zach now. Oscar's in the clear. He was playing football last night. He said that Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet. Not many people would know that. I think you've narrowed it down to Zach, Rain, and Lexi. That's just my professional opinion, mind you. Feel free to ignore the person who hired you. That's it.
I mean, if it's just Zach, it's like way too easy. But then so is Dr. Decker.
I find the whole subject fascinating. What makes them tick? Nature or nurture? The FBI's behavioral science unit profiled your average serial killer as a white male in his late 20s. Not very progressive, is it?
Would you prefer it to be you, buddy?
Well, if Violet said it, it must be true. I was here last night, as I said.
I'm about to just go on to the next chapter and just see what happens, man. For fun.
It's now 10 o'clock. Here's your August update. Investigations deepen into last night's murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw.
I don't really care what happens.
A talented cellist who had recently been granted a place at Juilliard was found strangled at her home last night. With the murderer still at large, Chief DuPont has urged residents to remain calm and stresses there is almost no chance of anyone else being harmed.
Have you seen this?
Ellis, if you're listening, let me know you're okay.
I'm reason I played it
In
again.
other news, a handful of August residents have reported seeing strange lights in the sky earlier this evening. The lights, which witnesses describe as searingly bright, were spotted over the east edge of town, past the fire station. Have you seen any strange lights? Or for that matter, little green men? Let me know. That's 10 o'clock with Poe.
I mean, there's plenty of reasons to think other people would do it.
August's gone crazy tonight. I've just got off the phone with someone who thinks they saw a UFO on one of the nights that Violet went missing. Aliens would be normal right now. Anyway, now you're here, it's time. What do you suggest we do with Ellis Monroe?
Yeah, the aliens didn't always.
Monroe's a local treasure around here, Sam. Don't let anything happen to her.
Sam, I'm not sure. Do you think you can stop someone from trying to kill me?
I'm gifted with certain power. A very particular set of skills.
That's all I needed to hear. Thanks for staying with me, Sam. I know it's dangerous. I don't know why you're here, but I'm glad you are. It's almost 10 o'clock, Sam. When's it gonna be over? You said Bronwyn will call when it's safe.
They're just going all over the place, Hugh.
Or are we just
Fucking
supposed to
hell,
wait?
it's everybody. Apparently. Hide somewhere.
Shouldn't I stay with you? Isn't that why you're here?
In the house.
Okay. But I don't want to go far. I'll just be in the pantry. Let me know when it's safe.
Everybody's the killer tonight, and Hughes eyes, man. Arrest them all, kill them all, man. I hope this whole game doesn't come down to one like Halloween moment here. We have to like pick the right options and just say fuck the mystery, right?
Where's Ellis? Sam, where the hell is Ellis?
I'm here. I was just hiding. Sorry.
Ellis, thank God. I've been outside all the time, okay? Bronwyn Castle just called. She said the danger is over. They've done a new reading. There's another victim now. Look, Danny's outside. He's going to take you somewhere safe, okay? Sam, I think you should find out who the next victim's going to be. Then come and see me in my office.
It's 11 o'clock. I'm Poe, and this is
guessing
your
it's
August
Violet.
update. Police investigating the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw say they are getting closer to apprehending the killer. The death of Miss Shaw, who was found
Right about
strangled
people
at her
usually.
home late last night, has sparked a massive police operation.
Oh, if you
and
say
caused
everything's
alarm
the
amongst
killer, then they're right eventually, right?
Monroe has some personal business to attend to, but she
Could be
sends
Violet
you
because
all in
we
love
baited
and hopes to be
Violet
back on the
a
air
shitload
tomorrow.
by that one
And
guy.
Monroe, if you can hear me, I'm sending my love.
Because we definitely pissed that guy off as
That's
Violet.
11 o'clock with Poe.
Is that on us then?
Sam, I have some bad news. We've done a group reading, and it's you. I don't know, Sam, I don't know what to say. It's normally a death sentence, but with you, it might be different. I think you've interfered too much. That's why you're the next target. I've called Chief DuPont already. He's asked that you meet with him. You should go, Sam. Be careful.
Why did I just get a kiss, man? I'm gonna go get a kiss from that other girl.
It's almost midnight. You're still alive. This is a good thing, but no one's even attempted to kill you yet. You've given me a lot of evidence, enough to arrest someone. But who? Make the right decision, and you should be safe. If we don't, well, we've all got to sleep at some point. I can get someone to guard your room at the guest house.
Or you could do more than that.
Enough. So, Sam, who should I arrest?
I like how the police are like, hey man. Oh, why not get the hint? Why not?
During that whole thing with Alice, the only people I couldn't keep track of were Rain, Zach, and Violet. I don't want to believe it's Violet, but that's why you're here. You're impartial. Out of those three names, who was with Dorota at the time of her murder, or who has an alibi that doesn't check out? This is on you, Sam. Just give me a name.
Okay. It's the chief, man. Well, I mean, Violet, she was there at the time of the murder, possibly, or whatever. But so was Zach. They were both there. They don't have alibis. They try to make her like purposely like kill her crazy. She's a schizo. She has a bunch of like weird psycho things going on. I mean, she looked like she was going in on Zach, but if she knew that our dude was a shapeshifter, then it could be a big bait against Zach. But I mean, Zach just seems more suspicious because I mean, other than just having books on serial killers, he's got a bad alibi. He gets super angry and shit. I don't think it's the guy in the recording studio. I think he just came in when that guy was there. That was literally the only scene with him. If it's him, it really would really be bad in twist because there's hardly been any talk of him. So in terms of the narrative, he's just not even existed. I mean, yeah, there's plenty of stories that do twists where it's like some character you've seen like one time, but like that's like the shittiest kind of crap. I mean, it could be Rain. He did have tarot card readings about her being dead and shit. But other than that, he seemed fine, really. And I guess technically he's killed somebody, maybe. In Hong Kong. And he's got a fake identity. I mean, a lot of these could work, man. I mean, Zach seems like the most suspicious. This is like 2D chess. This would be like 3D chess if she was baiting us. And Rain would just be like, we're playing checkers or something. Like, it's not. Maybe it's the other. This would be checkers, this would be chess, this would be like 2D chess, 3D chess, man. I assume their hint actually is important. Because it said hint on it, which is a very game thing to do. So if the hint didn't actually matter, then like I feel like they wouldn't phrase it like that. It's not like we're asking his opinion, it looked like the game was helping us. I don't see why it'd be Bronwyn or Lexi. I mean, Violet said some weird shit about hair. I don't know if she really knew that person, but I feel like it'd just be Zach, man. I mean, he wants pictures. He's seen these chicks before. He always says he gets what he wants. But it's so obvious then, man. I think it's supposed to change in different playthroughs. So I feel like if it changes in different playthroughs, a lot of the bait, like everybody could be really suspicious, so they don't have to like rewrite it every fucking time. And then they just throw in a few pepper pieces of actual like proof. That's like Dr. Decker. And Dr. Decker, this person at the top, their actor was the killer for me. But it could be like 5 different people or some shit. I don't know. Zach's like the easiest pick. Especially because of how pissed he says he was with Violet. If somebody called me out as a murderer, and then I don't think getting really pissed at them, telling them they shouldn't have said that, I can get very angry. Like it's a threat. It's like a very good way to not look like a murderer.
Zach,
Who's gonna go,
I
Zach?
don't trust him either. He's definitely creepy. I'll go and pick him up myself. With all the information you've given me, I think it'll be enough.
I think we're gonna just get killed here.
That would help. Good
That'd be
luck, son.
funny.
If you've picked the wrong person, you're still in danger.
Probably just gonna get killed. I don't think there's like a really great way of figuring it out. But it'd be funny if we just get killed anyways. It's like the same person as in the last game.
Sam, you asked for these earlier. Make sure you get some sleep now. You'll need it. Night.
It's probably this person, but I'm just gonna go with the brainlet answer.
I'm sorry, that was in bad taste. Bronwyn asked me to check that you're okay, and you seem to be. Well done catching a killer, by the way. Well, hopefully you did. Scream if you need me.
It's 1 o'clock in the morning, and this is Poe with your August update. We don't normally have them at this time, but since there's a killer on the loose, I feel it's my duty to keep the radio station manned. I personally spoke with Chief DuPont earlier, and he thinks they're close to catching the killer. Until that happens, though, please lock your doors and stay inside. Remain vigilant. The light has faded, and so has my fortitude. I see things in shadows, behind doors and under desks. I hear the chattering of teeth and the glee of
It's so hammed up. I don't know if it's
feed
purposely
on
supposed to be funny, or if it's supposed to have some kind of creepy atmosphere.
beats its last beats.
Like we're just supposed to laugh that this guy is like overkill.
I must to bed. Forgive me, Lady August. Forgive me.
Like that the idea that all the killers just randomly walk up to you and tell you you could die for fun.
Hello, sleepyhead. I'm so glad to see you alive. There is no next victim. Zach is still locked up. He's being charged for murder. Travelers don't like being incarcerated, so they'll have jumped realities already. It's not something that a jury will believe. The shell they've left behind won't remember what they've done and spend a life in prison. All we can do is try and stop the next one. Sam, come with us, please. We could really use someone like you and, well, just... will you?
Sure.
Really? Oh, Sam, that's wonderful.
Sure. We got
Let's
our new
finish packing
girlfriend
and we can
Lexi
leave
too.
this afternoon. Sam, thank you. We're going to change lives, believe me.
Hey, sweet cheeks. You did good.
Sweet
Real
cheeks,
good.
dude.
You win. A Lexi hug.
There you go, dude. Do I get a hug from our boy Rain too?
Sam, I'm just going to say it because you only live once and all that. Sam, I think I've fallen for you. That's it. That's all I wanted to say. It's out there now. We can get on with our lives.
Let's just go all the way for
Do?
her.
I'm the happiest girl in the world.
I
We
love
have
those crazy tarot card readers, man. They're my favorite. Oh.
Sam, you're safe. Thank Christ. Sorry. I don't know where that came from.
He's probably just happy to finally kiss him, dude. Give him a big kiss. Well, I can't be cheating on somebody, man.
I know. There's been a lot of death going around.
I don't think we were that close.
Look, however this pans out, I just wanted to say thank you. Chief Dupont was going to screw everything, but you kept it all together. The riot was stopped. But there's tens, if not hundreds, going on all the time, so we got to keep going. I don't know if Bron asked in the end, but I hope you're coming with us. I really do.
It's better than being some slave to whatever detective organization this guy's a part of. I like how they start from the legs up.
Without saying goodbye.
It's like some amateur porn shit. Where's the tentacles, man?
People do horrible things to people every day.
Where's the cook?
I'm just glad there's someone like you around to save us. I mean, everyone needs a little saving from time to time. Even me.
Happy to save you anytime. Who are you? I'm the shape-shifting cook.
That's easy for you to say. Look what you've just been through. I'd have been dead a few hours ago if it wasn't for you. But you're right. I am strong. I will be fine. But I like having you around, Sam.
Sorry, man.
I hope you're staying.
No. Why, what have we set up here?
Sam, you did good. I thought you would. I mean, not that I've got a signed confession or anything. Yet. Apparently, they don't remember anything about the murders, but Bronwyn seems pretty convinced it's over. Well done. I hear you're leaving town with the tarot readers. That's a real big shame. You were starting to fit in here. But good luck to you. You're doing what many of us have died trying. Leaving August.
Thanks,
And
Chief.
I've stuck to my word. That problem you had, I buried it. The coroner's report is going to say the woman was dead when you arrived, not after. I don't personally believe in exorcism or anything like that, but over the last 24 hours, I'm starting to think things aren't as cut and dried as I'd like them to be. You're a good person, Sam. At least that's definitely how it looks from the outside.
Thanks, Chief. Okay.
I am Dorota. I am 21 years
The fuck?
old. I love playing cello, and I just been awarded a scholarship to Juilliard. I just love cello.
Oh,
I
this
love
is the
all
person
string
who's supposed to be
instruments, but
dead.
cello
I was
is
like, what the fuck?
rich and deep and soothing, at least to me. No, cello is my hobby, but my real passion is... It's silly.
Cheating.
It sounds silly. Well, I would like to build a time machine. I know. But it is possible.
Read by Tex
I
Murphy.
think
I just saw Tex
people
Murphy
make
there. That's another like
mistakes.
FMV
They
game.
do
I
things
think.
they regret and they say things they don't mean. I want to go back in time. I want to make better choices.
You know why you're here, don't you? Because you did well. And you know what happens when you do well? Augmentation. Congratulations, Agent 3.13.
This is an
Welcome to
unnecessary cheese here.
3.14.
Okay. You got this coming. Enter secret debriefing.
Debriefing 3204, Birmingham. Transmit. And we're ready. Are you
Nice
human?
hat.
Debrief complete. Agent ready. You can go.
Okay. Alright, was that it, man? Are we done? Let's resume, dude. Nothing. Okay, well, we finished the game. I think conceptually it was a little more, I guess, exciting than Dr. Decker, just because you gotta go to more places and it was about a more followable topic, I guess. Dr. Decker was probably the better game overall. I think a lot of the characters were I don't know. I mean, it's all takes place in like one room in Dr. Decker, and sometimes it feels like it's a little too long. Whoa, look at that shit. I love that guy's acting, dude. It's like a fucking like some perv, dude. I don't remember seeing any of that. I wish I had got it. I feel like we probably had a pretty like low-key playthrough. But yeah, I mean the overall idea is just a murder mystery. You change into different people to go, you know, go find who the killer is and stuff without stepping on too many toes. I don't think there's like a shitload of thrills and chills. I think that something that's supposed to be probably you being really logical about who you talk to as, you know, which person, it kind of like failed half the time. There was a lot of really odd flags you had to hit. I had to ask questions about things I already knew within the same conversation to like push forwards chapters, and there's a lot of situations where I don't think you, like, as would go to a lot of these places as like the shapeshifter because it would ruin relationships with people, and they don't really cover that. You just have a pretty much free pass to go everywhere, and nobody, like, all of your stories are like waterproof, man. Like, nothing ever happens. Maybe we've just barely missed a lot of shit. I don't know. I think that figuring out the killer was like way too fucking easy. I thought it was so easy that it couldn't even be right. But I just picked it anyways because the first, like, Dr. Decker was like that, and then it just was him. I mean, maybe it changes. I think maybe making something a little, maybe like less options or something, one killer, and have the story kind of like, I don't know, maybe more subtle. Try to figure out who it is would be better. But yeah, some of the acting was pretty hammed up. I think if they're supposed to be giving away any information by how they react to stuff, it's not always done super well. Some people are cool, but a lot of the times it's like overkill. 10 times the jump scares in a fucking murder mystery. It did have random, like, trying to be spooky parts. I didn't really get that. It didn't really come across as a scary game. That wasn't the atmosphere. But then randomly they would have stuff like that. I think it was like to try to bait you into thinking certain things, but it just like didn't even make much sense. I love that guy's like pervert fucking like looks that he gives you. Just door slamming. Random jump scares are like the worst kind of atmosphere. Yeah, whatever. Whatever's fun. I think it was fun enough, right? I enjoyed it more than I thought I might. I just don't think it was like super smart or anything, right? Like, it was neat. Like, the concept to like change into different people is okay. But since it's so freeform, I feel like there's way too many like plot hole type of things going on. I mean, I guess since it takes place within like a day or two, maybe these people don't go talk to others or something. I don't know. It was a neat little game. I think if it lasted a whole lot longer with the same kind of thing, but whatever. Nobody will enjoy it, right? If there's just like jump scares or what? Yeah. Like with Dr. Decker, the cool thing in that, not logical enough for the intelligence, not scary enough for the fun seeker. Yeah, like you knew going in what you were trying to do. With Dr. Decker, like you knew there was a killer, but you kind of were just interested in each person's stories. Sometimes it felt like it dragged a little bit in Dr. Decker, and it didn't need the overall narrative. But they at least kept a decent idea of mystery, but then they just kind of splurted all of the shit at the end, and it was really easy to figure out. Where this one was like mystery from the start, and I guess some of the characters were cool. They keep you guessing a little bit, but I feel like it's a little overbearing with how easy it is. Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's the problem, is you don't, like, how do you make your mystery, like, who do you tailor your mystery, you know, story to, right? People who are like familiar with mysteries, or, you know, just somebody who's not overly familiar with mysteries and stuff. Because I mean, you gotta like, you know, avoid certain like tropes, or use certain tropes as bait, and then like hide like little kernels of other stuff, you know, but like, you know, that's like assuming the person playing or experiencing it knows more of these like things that would normally be written into like a typical detective thing. So that's why I was saying like this guy's too obvious, like maybe this person's baiting, because you could have a twist like that, right? But that's like expecting more of the person. So I feel like it was a little easy in that regard. So if you're like into this for like a really hard to figure out thing, I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to look it up, see if there's like multiple killers it could be. If there is, then you can't really do like a hard thing, because there always has to be these really obvious distinctions, I feel like, in the story. It could always be that guy, I don't know. Like I said, Dr. Decker, there's like 5 different people it could be, which is neat, but I just feel like the story wouldn't have enough focus. It wouldn't really be smart enough. And you have to like have all those options set up. I mean, it's cool for like a Clue style thing, right? But like, this is a little different from that. Yeah. And I don't think it was like, yeah, thrilling enough or scary enough to really make up for the lack of like how easy it was. But I think it was a cute little game. I'd say it's close to Dr. Decker in quality. Game the Dead Girl. Yeah, sure, I guess. I mean, that could have been funny, right? If it was just about shapeshifting, but deciding you're gonna shapeshift into a dead person randomly would be a really good way to blow all your cover and complicate the situation. Oh, I think that whole Fedora thing, that guy, where like he's managing you because you're some kind of like shapeshifter, I think that was like really fucking cheesy. I mean, I know they were trying to make it like fit into like reality, how there'd be this dude who could shapeshift into people going and solving crimes, so they have some shady organization doing it. But I feel like, I mean, you almost am just willing to just like not even think about it. Like, you don't even have to introduce that. It could just be like the cops just like knows you're a shapeshifter, you just happen to be that person, and it's like some secret, and like they've already cut to like you being here with the chief or something, and just leave that mystery instead of it being like this fucking X-Files shit. It was pretty cheesy. There was a lot of times where they were trying to be spooky, like Poe doing all these big ramblings and stuff on the radio, and it's all spooky, and she's walking around with a knife and shit, and I didn't know if I was supposed to be laughing because it's like really cheeseball, or if it was like supposed to be spooky. It was like way too like unsubtle, man. Sounds like you just want to make a game that how do you be some kind of like fucking boogeyman shapeshifter and scare the fuck out of people? I mean, that could be a fun game, right? If you were like the killer. How do you spook people and then end up killing them or something? Yeah. I think that'd be a really bad idea if you're trying to be a detective. Yeah. Oh, there's a lot of like random romance too. I feel like I was watching like a curious like an amateur porn setup half the time. It was weird. Like I didn't mind the Lexi shit. That was okay because like it built up a little bit, right? That was kind of fun. She wasn't like flashing some titties or nothing at you, but like the shit with her and stuff like that. I was just like, I don't know, dude. And randomly kissing our dude in the rain there. I don't even think we had like a real word with them. Yeah, I'll have to look into some more stuff on this afterwards. I'm curious how much the playthroughs are different and different endings and shit. Oh, I'll probably just get off here for a few. And maybe we'll get on Baldur's Gate in a bit. I'm just kind of chilling. Wanted to get this done because I was going to send it back out tomorrow. I'd say overall though, it was fine. I think it's really cheap to get on Steam. I rented it. This is the PS4 version. Oh, it had a lot of bugs, which was weird, dude. It froze like 5 or 6 different times. It remembers exactly the choice you made and where you left off, but you just have to keep closing the game. Really odd. I don't remember if Dr. Decker had shit like that. I think it did. It might just be a PS4 thing, but yeah. It was neat. Not like super big brain or nothing. But it's a fun little thing, you know, just to kind of go through. Try it. I think it's more, I think if anything, big braining, it just requires you not to ever get caught. I don't know how hard that actually is. Maybe the playthrough I got here that was just really easy. Maybe there is a lot of difference in playthroughs. I don't know. Yeah. This one didn't shy away from having more supernatural shit. Dr. Decker had the possibility of supernatural shit, but it like baited you. And it wasn't actually... See, like 37% of people pick it right the first time. And that's like, there's a bunch of people who quit. You know? Like, that's probably most people get it right the first time. He told Oscar you were a shape-shifting detective. Pushed Violet's buttons, shifted into everyone. Got the chief to lock people up. Brand gets crossed with Brown. Dorado's videos. Oh shit, man, we missed a lot of hot stuff, man. Congrats, you're getting married. Shit, dude. All the way with Zach's photo shoot. Shit. Freaky with Oscar. Oh, you can fuck Oscar, dude. Punch by Poe. Kick Zach in the sack. Left Alice alone with Danny. Got yourself killed. Jesus. We missed out on some wacky shit, man. Yeah. Seems like there's a lot of variety if you want to play it more ham, right? But I was trying to, not lose out. I just want to play my cards right and figure out who's who without letting them catch on. He played too smartly. That's what I mean. Is like I'm trying to fucking play like really logical and not get caught because I feel like it's gonna be easy to game over because you're trying to figure out a killer right without getting caught. And then I end up not fucking seeing any voyeur fucking videos or anything. We gotta go back. I mean, it's cool for replays, right? You can just play like an idiot or just play purposely like aggressive. How would you get killed, do you think? Getting caught as the shapeshifter, asking too many questions that you don't need to, or getting too aggressive, or showing up as certain people when you shouldn't. I'm surprised I didn't get killed as Violet with that Zach guy. I mean, I did that at the end. That's what got me to pick Zach. And I didn't die. So it's only specific situations, probably. It might just be the end. I mean, if you pick the wrong person at the end, you'll die. That happens in Dr. Decker, too. I think that's probably the biggest way to get killed. Otherwise, you probably don't get killed. You probably just get like hurt or some weird shit happens. Because, I mean, if they just killed you halfway through the game, then you'd have to restart. So you probably only die at the end. But I bet you can ruin a lot of relationships and lose out on info and shit. Or apparently see some titties. No, we didn't get a confession. It just made it seem more like it was him. I mean, maybe, I don't know if they wrote it like that or not, but I pretty much told him he was the killer as Violet, and he responded in a way that was pretty aggressive, which, if you weren't the killer, I don't think I would respond to somebody calling me a killer with like possible violence. So I was like, all right, so he probably is the killer, but like, it's like way too easy, but it didn't matter. I guess it was the right answer anyways. There's so many things like, oh, the guy has books of serial killers or whatever. Maybe in other playthroughs, the books of serial killers and stuff is like a red herring. But like, because they did that in Dr. Decker. Or I'm guessing like in some playthroughs, the serial killer, or they'll have red herrings that are not red herrings, but then will be red herrings depending on who's the actual killer. So it's just like, I don't know. It opens up a lot of possibilities, but when they use those and it's the right person, it makes it seem really cheeseball. Because they usually have more damning evidence to go with those. I mean, we asked that guy for a hint, but I mean, we were already looking at Zach the entire playthrough. I was just curious what he'd say. And the thing is, he was already telling you those hints anyways, without you asking. I was just curious what the dude would say. I mean, the whole playthrough was like, well, Violet, maybe one of the tarot readers, but they started being pretty legit, other than the thing with the Hong Kong deal. And then Zach was just like super purposely edgy from like go, man. I don't know. I think they could have made it more subtle. Maybe you'd have to make it longer then. It's like a short like clue thing. I don't know. Anyways, I think that's it for now. I go throw this in the mail or something. I will catch you guys maybe here in a bit. Might do some more Baldur's Gate here in a little. But I'm gonna take a little break for now, maybe watch some shit on that. Or we'll just not do